Today on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Bush. Gets around him, fighting through, and he's got space. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
And I'm sure for these guys, a break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Pickens.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's second down. Achane gets it from the gun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now back to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 65. Still 3 more to play until we crown a champion.
7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back.
Winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. George Pickens, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. George Pickens, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A give to the fullback on the dive. Oh, some strong running. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Pushes him over. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Jet sweep here, Smith and Jigba. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chuba Hubbard punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, Tua.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Tua to throw again.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
He's got the connection to Moore.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now Tua. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And
This kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a... The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. They'll look to throw here. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run with Hubbard. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
81 yards rushing for him now, a big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
The final quarter here on the biggest stage of the biggest game of the year is about to come your way. 3 quarters in the books, and the 4th up next here in Super Bowl 65.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Here's 2nd and 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards into Seattle. Looking to throw. Adams. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. To the right side, and he's got more. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now Adams throwing to start the drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Smith and Jigba pulling in a one-handed catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.